Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He steps in wearing red trunks trimmed in white. He weighed in at the super lightweight limit of 140 pounds. As a professional, he maintains an impressive record consisting of 25 victories against only one defeat, with 24 of his victories coming by way of knockout. De Margarita, Santa Fe, Argentina, Marcos, El Chino Maidana. His opponent across the ring in the red corner. He steps in clad in green trunks with white trim. He tipped the scales at 139.75 pounds. As a professional, he maintains a record consisting of 24 victories against one defeat, one draw, and 19 of his victories coming by way of knockout. Puro Oxnard, California, versus Maidana
Marco, pasa para acá, Marco. ¿Qué, muchachos? Ya les di las instrucciones allá abajo. Huesito aquí para arriba. Los trunks están un poquito altos para los dos, así que dense la mano y buena suerte los dos,
Everything about Victor Ortiz so far in his young professional career says too good to be true. At the end of the night, are we going to still be saying he be true? Or is Maidana going to find some things out that we do not yet know about Victor Ortiz?
Ortiz told us the last time that he was a headliner for anything is when he sang Old Christmas Tree at a school play in grammar school. Ortiz in the white and green, Maidana in the red. Manny, what are you looking for early?
Well, you know, Maidana seems to be a little uncomfortable up here studying his body language, so I would thought that if he comes out, he could, if he got caught in anything saying by Ortiz, he would be hurt early because he's very nervous, but the way he's fighting, he looks just opposite.
10 first-round knockouts for Maidana. Remember, 19 of his bouts have happened in his native Argentina. 5 first-round knockouts for Ortiz, 11 of his 19 in the first 2 rounds.
If this is Maidana's idea of starting cautiously, I can't wait till he gets heated up.
Great left from Ortiz, then shoots left to the body. Good left hand by Maidana.
Both guys come out fairly dry. Neither one of them really sweated, warmed up like most fighters do, especially with a fight of this magnitude. But I'm a little bit surprised that Maidana's right hand is much shorter than it appeared when I saw the films in fighting Katelnik. It was a looping right. But right there is right, and the left hook that he's landed on Ortiz is a shot that southpaws never look for when they're moving in.
Good stuff from Maidana early here in the fight. Round number 1 just underway.
Yeah, but Ortiz seems to be studying and trying to figure him out.
Ortiz got caught leaning, then he landed a right and a left combination. Counter right, and then Ortiz drops Maidana. Ortiz gets dropped from a big right hand.
And his legs are very shaky, Bob.
He seems to be the worst for wear. It doesn't seem to be as stabilized.
He needs to hold, or this could be very bad news for Ortiz.
Ortiz was down in the Asalas fight back last year. Got up and finished him off, but Victor Ortiz is in trouble. Can Maidana finish him? Ortiz short left.
Well, good thing about both guys are punching.
What a round 1. Both men have been down. Ortiz holding on with that left hand.
But I think that's smart to try to smother this guy and not give him any space while he's hurt.
seconds of round one.
And every punch this round has been a power.
What a round!
No abras las manos, Víctor. Bajaste las manos, Víctor. Bajaste las manos.
Victor, you put your hands down. Don't bring them down, Victor.
Reacciona, acuérdate, Víctor. No queremos hacer errores.
Come on, no errors. No errors, Victor. You can do it. You can do it. Don't bring your hands down. Close up your defense.
Sube sus manos. No importa, tenés que subir.
Come up. Come up. You've got to come up.
Tenés que subir.
Come on, you gotta come up. Get some water.
Ahí.
That's it.
Here you see the first knockdowns coming in from Maidana was coming in caught with a right hook that he didn't see because he was delivering his own punch. And then you see it's very similar coming in. You see Maidana laying a short, straight right hand on Ortiz, but Ortiz would throw another right hook, which was the same punch that he scored his knockdown with.
Ortiz landed 16 of his 42 power connects. Maidana 17 of 61. Each man was down in round number one.
And both men, particularly Ortiz, got up off the canvas, not from flash knockdowns, but when it looked like their nights might be over.
But Maidana seems to be a little bit slower still in his delivery of his punches, even though he's a tough guy. Ortiz seems to be crisper and a little faster with his shots.
All right, Manny, you're in the camp of Ortiz right now. Let me ask you, what would be your game plan here in round number two to start?
Well, there's not too much more he can do except what he's doing. I would tell him, if you do get hurt, tie him up. Don't try to cover up because you can't see punches that good, and just keep doing what you're doing.
What about if you're on the other side, the Maidana camp?
Yeah, Maidana just got nothing to lose. All he can do is just do what he's doing, just come out and brawl, and hope that he can land the shot because he doesn't have the steel boxing skills of Ortiz or the speed.
There's that looping right hand.
That's what he's got to do.
Ortiz that time dipped away from another right hand. Neither man is really bothered with the jab. Both power shots, good left-handed body.
What jab?
Exactly, no jabs.
If someone was keeping the jab count tonight, they would have an easy job.
Is that the kind of thing, though, that could sort of tip the scale in your balance if one of these guys decide to use a little bit of their jab and try to set something up?
Yep. No one is shooting any jab. Everything is a power shot here.
Maidana walked into a shot and looked like their heads even came together. Yep, referee Old Kaya seems checking to make sure there's no blood. Right hook to the body by Ortiz. Ortiz trying to load up a power shot. Maidana counter right hand. Drops Maidana.
That came after Ortiz was badly hurt against the ropes.
I think that's it. It looks like in his mind he quit.
Here comes Ortiz trying to finish it here in round two. He's got power with both hands. 10 seconds to go. Steps in with the left. Hooks to the body. Maidana trying to fight back. He goes down again. Canopy saved by the bell in the round. He's up and he's getting his count.
Oscar De La Hoya is motioning to Ortiz, pointing to his head, saying, "Be smart," from ringside. De La Hoya, Ortiz's promoter.
Bring up your legs. Bring it straight up down. Chino. Too tight. Loosen up. Loosen up, Chino. You're too tight. Too wound up. Breathe deeply. Slowly, slowly. Bend your waist. He's throwing the wrong punches. Go under it. Close up. Close up your defense. Get on the inside. Short punches. Don't throw from far away.
Manning the knockdowns.
Here you go, you see the knockdown, and the knockdowns are always coming because both guys are so aggressive that they're going in with no mindset on defense at all. And that's why these knockdowns, every one of them is happening just as the guys are coming in throwing punches, not while they're trying to get away from punches. It's amazing we've had 4 knockdowns in 2 rounds of boxing.
And both men have hit the deck.
Yeah, and they were serious knockdowns, not off balance.
According to CompuBox, Ortiz landed 21 of 39 in round 2. They were all power shots at 54%. Each man was down once in round 1. Maidana down twice in round 2.
Seems like Ortiz is trying to box maybe just a little bit more this round.
Yeah, you know, he's got to respect the punching power of the other guy. The other guy doesn't have that many much boxing skills. He's a much more cruder fighter, and as the fight drives on, his punches are becoming wider and sloppier, where Ortiz's punches are still short and accurate. So it would be wise for him to make it a technical fight at this point right there and pick his punches very carefully and not get too careless.
Good right hand, though, by Maidana.
I mean, Ortiz made a few moves that looked a little defensive from long range. Got hit right on the chops by a good right hand. But responds, you see Ortiz's temperament. When he gets hit, when he gets hurt, he responds by attacking. Maybe not smart, but it's fan-friendly.
That shot hurt Ortiz.
You know, before the fight, I was saying that both of these guys' background, a lot of the drama that they've had in their lives has made them create a lot of character, and it's coming through in the fight. They both are fighting that way with guys who are determined to win this fight regardless at all costs and has no fear because of experiences they've had in their social and private life.
Yep, you saw the feature on Ortiz. Maidana started boxing at the age of 15. Walked to the gym, walked by one day, said, I'll give it a try. Worked on a farm as a kid. Youngest of 8 brothers and sisters. And Maidana just missed with the counter right. Got the shoulder of Ortiz.
There have been whispers in boxing about Ortiz's chin recently. And we've seen him down and badly hurt in this fight, albeit against a good puncher.
Yeah,
but there's never been any whispers about his heart, and you can see why. Clearly, Ortiz has a lot of heart.
It goes back to his life.
He's fought to survive since he was a kid. He takes it into the ring with him every time.
The punches of Maidana is getting slow and wider now, even though he's punching with a lot of power. But you know, it seems like at this point Ortiz can see his punches and kind of adjust and prepare for them a little better.
Upset here in round number 3. No knockdown. Folks, mark your calendars. Here on HBO on June 29th, it's a replay of HBO's acclaimed documentary, Battle for Tobacco Road. July 1st on Real Sports, Brian Gubble sat down with sports legends Bill Russell and Jim Brown for an exclusive interview. July 15th, it's the premiere of Ted Williams, a revealing look at the last player to hit 400. August 1st, Assault in the Ring, a documentary that for the first time talks to many of the participants from the infamous 1983 Billy Collins-Louis Resto fight. August 12th, it's the premiere of Hard Knocks, training camp with the Cincinnati Bengals. 5 weeks of behind-the-scenes looks at this rebuilding franchise. And August 22nd, it's Boxing After Dark. Our main event features Juan Diaz against Paulie Malignaggi. Saturday, August 29th, it's the rescheduled premiere of Mayweather Marquez 24/7. It's our all-access look at both fighters leading up to their September 19th showdown, live on HBO pay-per-view. We get set for the start of round number 4. Let's check in as we get ready for round number 4 with Ortiz and Maidana underway. Here's our unofficial ringside scorer, Harold Letterman.
Okay, Bob. 2 rounds to 1 even in favor of vicious Victor Ortiz. Bob, the first round, I gotta tell you, you had to score a 10 to 10. I mean, there just wasn't a winner. Both guys scored knockdowns, but you know, there was just no advantage to either guy. In round 2, Victor Ortiz had a 10-7 round because he scored 2 knockdowns, and I thought Victor Ortiz still won the 3rd round, even though Marcos Maidana's got that sneaky right hand that he gets in. But in round 3, Marcos Maidana started to do this. He started to hold, and you can see Victor Ortiz stayed on top of him, got the best of him. 2 rounds, 1 even in favor of Victor Ortiz.
A rare even round from Harold. Hard to argue. Both men were down in that 1st round.
Maidana, meanwhile, although he is getting a little sloppier, remains a very dangerous opponent because not only can he punch, but his will has not been broken. He's still in there trying to win. He's not just riding out the string here.
That's a good point. And also, there's been a lot of, to me, seemingly hard rabbit punches, semi-rabbit punches when those guys get close. One guy will be holding one guy's arm to hit him with powerful shots right on the back of the side of the head.
You know, Maidana got dropped in the 1st round and twice in the 2nd. He hadn't been down but once in his career. That was back in 2005 against Omar Leon.
After the 2nd knockdown in the 2nd round, it seems like he wanted to quit.
No, he hasn't fought that way.
No. He's got up and fought just opposite.
To go in the 4th.
You know, I would really wonder if Ortiz would use his right jab a little bit more and utilize that, and you know, I think that would change the whole fight to some degree. And then he would be able to land a nice, clean, precision type punch. The way it's going now, anyone can catch anyone the way these 2 guys are fighting.
According to CompuBox, the 2 have landed a combined 3 jabs so far in the fight. Out of a possible 48 thrown. Swelling under the left eye of Maidana.
Stop!
Double right hand. Maidana blocked part of it. End of the 4th.
We practice it in the gym, Victor. Practice a lot. React. Come on, throw the right up top in the hook. Bring your hands up. Bend your waist. Understand? And get on the inside and throw the uppercut. 5th round is coming up. Chino, please do what I ask you. Please do what I ask you. You're walking in when you don't throw your hands, when you don't move your hands. No! Come on, where are we, Chino? Victor, react, come on, think!
Victor Ortiz and Marcos Maidana scheduled for 12. We begin round number 5. Ortiz starts off with a jab. Ortiz has connected 54 of his power shots so far in the fight to Maidana's 44. Now, have we seen maybe from Ortiz, who's only 22, you know, a little inexperienced at times, where you said get that jab going a little bit, don't play for just the big shots where he kind of drifts away from the game plan?
Yeah, but I think he's been fighting good. I just think he needs to box a little bit more because he's still a much more accurate puncher at this stage of the fight and much more precision than Maidana is, and I think he needs to box a little bit because he don't need to trade so much.
One of the hallmarks of
Maidana,
great fighters and championship fighters, is that when they get hit, their instinct is to throw two back, and Ortiz certainly has that component, has that element in his fighting personality. Maybe not always the best idea against a puncher like Maidana.
Oh, Ortiz doubled up that right hook. Man, we saw Maidana cautioned again for that punching behind the head, that rabbit punch.
Those are not no light punches. Those are some very hard punches behind the head.
chasing Ortiz, shot an uppercut inside.
Ortiz couldn't fight. He actually was moving like a boxer without boxing.
They exchange big shots and then hold on. Now they're trying to fight out of it. Ortiz is cut on the right eyebrow.
The way these guys are living, anybody can go down.
These are nuclear shots these two are throwing.
Now that's going to give Maidana more energy now after seeing the blood coming. Even though he was cut himself with a slight cut, now he's going to get more energy now.
And the question is going to be, is that cut from a punch or an accidental clash of heads?
That's a good point, because the heads were colliding as well as they were punching.
Because if this fight eventually gets stopped because of the accidental clash of heads, they would go to the scorecards. If it gets stopped because that cut worsens and it was ruled from a punch, then it would be a win for Maidana if Ortiz couldn't continue later on in the fight because of that cut. Key point. Good shot by Maidana. Right up the middle. Oh, big right hand by Maidana.
Maidana cannot miss with the right hand.
Victor, how are you feeling? Victor, how are you feeling?
We're being told it was from a punch. Referee Raul Kaya sees that the cut is from a punch.
With that left. Victor, you want me to stop the fight? I'm going to stop it. I'm going to stop it because you're bringing down your guard. You're bringing down your guard. What's wrong, Victor? Come on, Victor, react. React, I'm going to stop it. Yeah? Come on, give it all.
Right here, you can see Maidana laying the left hand right on the eye, and that's what caused the cut. No doubt about it. It was definitely not a butt. Here we see Maidana come in here and throw a right hand once again, right on the other. Could have cut his other eye, in fact. Tremendous shot.
So it's been ruled a punch, and Maidana comes right out to start round number 6.
Ortiz has to find an answer for that right hand Maidana's throwing, or he's not going to win this fight. I mean,
he pulls back.
Ortiz is in trouble.
Maidana's figured out he can't miss with the right hand, and he won't stop throwing it.
Ortiz is in big trouble, and he goes down. Oh, it looks like Ortiz doesn't. I think he was waving his hands like he didn't want to continue.
And I think the left eye's swelling up too.
Yep.
That's too bad. Let's stop it.
They're going to stop it because of that cut.
What a fight.
We just saw a moment in a fighter's career that could define his career. Ortiz was dropped, cut, exhausted, faced with an opponent who refused to lose, and in a moment of weakness, gave up. It's not that he didn't make a gallant effort, Ortiz, but in boxing, to be great, more is required of you than in any other sport. More is required than is really reasonable. And Ortiz just made a decision he may live to regret.
The jubilation in the Marcos Maidana camp. They were confident coming in. They questioned the chin of Ortiz, and they exploited the eye, the chin, and the face of Victor Ortiz.
Ortiz was still in the fight. His punches were still, when he was landing them, were still rocking Maidana. Ortiz was still dangerous.
Let's take a look at the end of the fight. This is in round number 6. Maidana just jumping in with punches.
Well, he took advantage of the situation. He just picked up where he left off the last round, which was very smart. And, you know, this is what happens in our sport. In other sports, you can say timeout, you're cut, or you're having a problem with a style, some other player go in. You can't do that in boxing. I mean, there's no timeout. Timeout means you lost the fight.
See the heavy swelling under the left eye of Ortiz, the cut right eye. Sugar Shane Mosley offering words of encouragement for Victor Ortiz, who suffers the second loss of his career. Official time to stoppage. Here's our ring announcer, Lupe Contreras.
Ladies and gentlemen, under the advice of ringside physicians, referee Raul Caiz Sr. stops the bout due to a severe laceration over the right eye of Victor Ortiz caused by a legal blow. The official time, 46 seconds of round number 6. Your winner, by way of technical knockout. And now, the interim WBA Super Lightweight Champion, Marcos El Chino Maidana.
Marcos Maidana has stopped Victor Ortiz at 46 seconds of round number 6. The cut on the right eye of Ortiz opened up. You can see it right there, swelling under the left eye. The ringside physician said the cut was severe enough that the fight should be stopped. It was a clean punch that caused the cut. And although Ortiz came in as the headliner for the first time since kindergarten, it's Maidana who leaves with the headline victory. Let's take a look at the final CompuBox numbers for Ortiz and Maidana. You take a look at the total punches and you see that Ortiz landed at a better percentage.